this is gonna be a you know, think about it is, you know, this Saturday's pay-per-view card on HBO. You know, headlined by Manny Pacquiao versus Pacquiao-Rios, leaves a lot to be desired when it comes to the undercard. Now, for $60, now I would have liked to have seen, you know, Top Rank put together a little more interesting fights than the ones they got there. Now, I know for some boxing fans, you know, they don't care about the undercard, and, you know, they're willing to pay $60 to see Pacquiao-Rios, you know, fight all by himself, but, you know, I'm not one of them. You know, I like to see quality undercard for the expensive pay-per-view fights, and I'm just not excited about these undercard. You know, even the undercard fights for Saturday's Pacquiao-Rios fight from the arena over there in Macau, China. Now, there's Evgeny Gratovich versus Billy Dib, you know, featherweight. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Thor Hammer, heavyweight. Ik Yang versus Erotito, lightweight. Zulu Chiming versus Juan Toscano, flyweight. And Felix Verdeo versus, you know, Danmawi Kadikan. And, you know, super featherweight. So, then we have Rex Dassault versus Soso Sitajang, the super flyweight. And then Gua Gong Ying versus Yu Jixing, light middleweight. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in seeing any of those undercard fights. I like Gratovich and Ruiz, but I don't think there's mismatches that they're involved with. I'd be interested in seeing Gratovich against Mikey Garcia. You know, Yurokisa Gamboa, Orlando Salido. But, you know, I don't care to see Gratovich versus Thebes. You know, that's boring to me. And I see that as ESPN2 level fight at best. You know, I've seen Shimmy before, and, you know, I don't see him as a future world champion or even a contender. I saw him win 2 gold medals for China in the Olympics, and, you know, I thought he was beaten in both the Olympics by more than one fighter. You know, he may have 2 gold medals, but I don't recognize him as a former gold medalist, and he's looked terrible in the last 2 pro fights. Now, heavyweight Andy Ruiz, you know, has the potential to be, you know, a Grease Ariola type of heavyweight. Someone with a big power but questionable stamina and boxing ability. You know, I'm not interested in seeing him in a mismatch against Thor Hammer. You know, I would watch on ESPN, but still not interested in paying to see him beat Hammer. You know, that's boring and wasting my money. You know, super featherweight Felix Verdeo, you know, I don't see it even slightly you know, appealing to pay to see him fight the guy making his pro debut. And, you know, against Dorman Madjetikin, whatever the hell his name is, you know, that's a pure mismatch right there. And a slugger like Verdeo is going to go up against someone fighting for the first time as a pro. And, you know, as far as the other 3 fights go, you know, I've never heard of those guys, and I certainly don't want to pay to see them fight. So, given that less, you know, than the billing undercard, I'd be interested in seeing this fight card if Bob Arum would discount to $10. You know, Rios and Pacquiao are coming off losses, so why should I pay $60 to see, you know, if the undercard is totally lacking? You know, I could see them asking for that kind of cash if the undercard was good from top to bottom, but I don't see one interesting fight on the card with exception to the main event, huh?